Hey guys, welcome back to Cajun Horror Talk. I'm Jake.
And Ross.
Today we're talking about 2018's Overlord. So grab a beer, grab a cup of coffee.
Let's talk horror.
All right, guys. Before we get started again, like we did yesterday, we give a couple shout outs.
Yeah.
Got some local folks that we're going to give shout outs to now. For our podcast, we don't really see the names of our viewers. So
just locations.
Yeah, just the cities and countries. So local in Louisiana, we're looking at getting a lot of love out of Lockport, a lot of love out of Houma.
Ah, you lovely Cajuns.
Some love out of Hammond, and some love out of Thibodeau. So for further around the United States, we're getting love out of Oakland. Oakland especially, you've been catching every one of our videos we drop. So
you to do, bro.
Yeah,
awesome. We appreciate it. Yeah,
make sure you shoot us an email, give us your name so we can give you a shout out.
CajunHorrorFans@gmail.com.
That's it.
Shout out to us.
San Francisco, we're getting some love. Ashburn, we're getting some love. Washington, as well as Boardman. And then internationally, because we are Cajun Horror Talk International.
We are global, sir.
We're getting love out of Brussels, our friends out in Brussels, and Dublin as well. And like I said in the last one, our folks up in Dublin, send me some whiskey. I love some Irish whiskey.
Love some whiskey.
I'm a Jameson man. So, also, I didn't address it in the last video, in case you can't tell from behind us, the studio's going through some construction right now.
We are in maintenance. We took this time for where I was out getting tested for COVID-19, which I did come back negative, so I will live, everybody.
Yep. Damn the bad luck.
Sorry, you stuck with me for a little while longer, bro. And then we had a couple of storms that decided they were going to slap the fuck out of Louisiana. And they did. So we took that time to where we weren't able to film and do things, but we were able to do a little bit of maintenance. So we kind of started rearranging and fixing it up. We're trying to get some decor and light up the ambiance up there and kind of make some shit
pop.
We're going to make it pop. To those of y'all who listen to podcasts, I pointed to the pops we have.
Yeah, hopefully we probably won't have it for the Thursday and Friday videos, but for the following week we should have the paneling up in the studio. Yeah. And by the week after that, we should
all of our interior decorators out there. Throw us out some suggestions. What you want to see on the wall behind us?
Yep. We should have stuff hanging up. We got a viewer that's donating some signs for us, some horror movie
nice.
art, and we got the Funko Pops going. Let us know what y'all want to see, guys.
Yeah, if you want to see something fucked up in the background, I will get a replica mannequin of my body that we can throw knives at.
Oh yeah.
And we'll put it in the corner right over there.
That'd be awesome. All right. So Overlord 2018, we're looking at a runtime of 1 hour and 50 minutes. You ready to be pissed off?
Yeah.
Made on a budget of $38 million. It grossed only $41.6 million.
Dude, this is almost a flop.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes.
This is such an underrated fucking movie.
This is one of those ones where you kind of go, whoa. Rotten Tomatoes gave this 81%.
Really?
The audience only gave it a 67%.
That's so weird to me that the audience score was lower, but shout out to Rotten Tomatoes for actually doing something I agree with for once. Usually we shit on y'all, but I think that's spot on. This was a very well done movie.
Yep. So cast, we're looking at Jovan Adepo plays Boyce.
I'm so glad you read the names because I would have butchered that.
Wyatt Russell plays Ford, Kurt Russell's boy.
Kurt Russell's son, yeah.
Yep. Matilda Olivier plays Chloe.
Yeah, she did.
Pilu Asbak plays Waffner. I can't be how you pronounce his name. Asbak.
I'm not sure. Asbike?
Asbake? I don't know.
We're not sure, dude. We're sorry we butchered your name. If you ever happen to stumble upon our shitty podcast.
John Maguro plays Tibbet. Ian De Castacker plays Chase. Jacob Anderson plays Dawson. Dominic Applewhite plays Rosenfeld. Sorry. Gianni Talford plays Paul, and Joseph Quinn plays Gruner. Gruner. All right. Yeah. So, plot of this movie, guys, is it's World War II, right before D-Day.
It is, and before the eve of D-Day.
they are our heroes are going to be parachuting in to take out like the communications.
They need
network
to take out the communication tower so that they can proceed with their plans on D-Day. So naturally, shit hits the fan really fucking quick in this movie.
Yeah.
They waste zero fucking time. Love it.
It's very Saving Private Ryan and kind of like We Were Soldiers. It was like a realistic fucking.
It was very military-driven
movie.
storyline, which I fucking loved about it.
Yeah, it was great.
They got into this shit real quick. They flying down and they automatically start seeing fucking explosions all around them. There's gunfire coming from the bottom of the plane.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Watching this movie, I always wondered why my whole life wondered why somebody would jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
That's a good reason.
That right there, when the shit started popping off, you had to fight me to stay in that fucking plane.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I'd have smooth jump.
I'm out, dude. I'm out. The fucking bullets are coming through the floorboard and shit.
Yeah, that's just indiscriminate. Fuck that noise.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
Just random fucking bullets.
Yeah.
A barrage of bullets.
Think
just
about it,
fucking up
dude.
this plane.
That's just bad fucking luck. You just rolled a bad die. You're just going to die.
Yeah. Well, nice. And Boyce, you tell right away, he's got that kind of the nervousness where he's not really into conflict. He seems immediately like he's going to be, you know, that he's going to have to grow into that fucking character.
Yeah, he's not the hero right away.
He's not the hero yet. He doesn't want to be there.
Meanwhile, Ford is a kick-ass, take no names. You can look at him and tell that.
Yeah, he's a motherfucker. He did great. This Wyatt Russell, you did amazing in this fucking movie. I loved your character right from fucking Jump Street. He reminded me of somebody who, you ever see The Expendables?
Yes.
That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah,
he'd be one of those guys.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see him in the Expendables more than Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see this guy.
Because Liam Hemsworth was in the second one, and I always thought, he doesn't really fit.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't fit. He has that pretty boy mentality kind of thing to him. Which, sorry, love you, great in the movies. That's just not that role.
That's not the role
that's
for
just
you.
not the role that I
more
like.
of a rom-com kind of guy.
Yeah, and I just don't see him in that badassery. He does play a movie where he's fucking badass, obviously, but in that military fuck it, this shit's got to happen type of. I just don't see it.
It's hard to put him next to Jason Statham and be like, these two guys are the same.
Yeah, they're the same. They're practically the same.
You put Wyatt Russell next to Jason Statham,
and
that's a fight I want to watch.
Yeah, that's a fight that I'm going to sit back here and sip my beer and watch you guys. I'm not getting involved. I'm not getting involved.
He jumps at the plane. This would be my fucking luck.
Nay, he gets thrown out of the fucking plane.
So this would be my fucking luck. Behind enemy lines, landing in a fucking pond.
Oh, I would have died right there.
Yeah.
I think I would have died.
It ended up with just a fucking pistol.
Yeah.
That would have pissed me off.
I think I would have died. I don't think I would have made it out of that fucking pond.
Yeah.
I really don't. But he maintains, he's a fighter. This is when he starts developing that I have to live type of shit. He pulls out his fucking his boot knife. He's still got the parachute attached to him.
Yeah.
And he's struggling, that scene where he came up from the pond and his face was still buried in the parachute and he was
that'd have been the most anxiety-ridden fucking
dude, how do you not have
life.
a fucking panic attack right there? Because he breaks the fucking surface of the water.
But it just the parachute
only to
sucks
find
his
that
face.
the fucking parachute sucked into his face as he's trying to gasp for fucking air. I don't know how you don't have a panic attack.
That was my first thought was when he was going off. I'm like, oh my god, the parachute's there. He can breathe.
Yep. Oh, dude, that's fucking nerve-wracking in itself. And then of course he finds himself with just a pistol. His helmet is at the bottom of the fucking pond. At this point, he believes, he doesn't know if anybody else survived.
Yeah.
He thinks he's the only one. He's walking around, and he finds his
Which
fucking...
was another thing that must have sucked for them guys during World War II that jumped out of them planes going in for D-Day. You saw the people hanging in trees because you have no control over those chutes. You just jump out and the wind takes you.
You're fucking done at that point, dude.
Oh, dude, that's so fucking sketch.
Oh, that was eerie, him walking through the woods with all of his buddies.
Just hanging out.
Fucking hanging around him, everything. People that he was just with, moments earlier.
Yep, his sergeant went out like a badass, though.
Yeah, he did.
And your crowd's got a light.
Yeah. He was asking for a cigarette. He's like, fuck it. If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. And so he watches Sergeant. And, of course, he's going to make his first attempt at being a fucking hero.
Yeah.
And it's when Ford stops him and pulls him back and he's like, you can't be a hero right now.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
Yep.
That's where he kind of gets that. There's a time and a place to be a hero. And, of course, Boyce immediately hates him for it. It's like, you just let him die. We could have did something. He's like, no. They were outnumbered. We run in there. We're fucking rational. Dead. It's rational thinking. It's keeping your cool under pressure. He's been in that situation before. He knows what he has to do, so he fucking holds him back. They wind up...
Okay, let me interject here real quick.
Interject.
One of the issues I saw people complaining about in Rotten Tomatoes, which I should know better than to read Rotten Tomatoes
Don't
reviews
read Rotten
now.
Tomatoes reviews, because all it does is anger me.
Yeah. But one of the things they said was that there was no character development in this movie. I strongly disagree.
That's not true. There was character development.
I strongly disagree.
There was character development all around.
All sides.
All around.
You mean, look, Boyce becomes a hero.
Boyce adapts that fucking hero aspect.
Ford sacrifices himself.
He comes out self-sacrifice and realizes for the better of the fucking mission.
Which I think that was kind of him all the way through, though. You kind of saw that in him.
You saw him not necessarily
he learned to
not
respect
necessarily
everyone else
character
too.
Development, but as far as his that's what I was about to say. As far as his views towards
it was
Boyce
growth.
And some of the other guys, there was growth there.
Yeah.
Like, because he completely did not give a fuck about Boyce.
What's the New Yorker guy's name? I forget.
Oh, you talking about your boy with the little boy?
Yeah.
The one who grew, he hated that fucking kid.
Yep.
And then he literally put his life on the fucking line to save this little boy. And then at the end of the movie, they're playing cards, and he's grown a little fucking buddy right there.
Chloe goes from being this timid girl that's been raped every freaking week apparently
and she's finally had enough. She turns straight
fucking machine gun.
She turns straight fucking final girl.
Yeah.
And she go. I think the moment after they capture the fucking
little boy.
Well, let's go before that when she stabs him in the fucking leg.
Yeah.
When she stabs him in the leg, I think that was that fucking moment where she snapped. She just
like,
snapped. She's like, you know what? Yeah, fuck this. I've had enough. Thank you, everybody who was involved in this movie, for not making me watch a fucking rape scene.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that
you did not go to Rob Zombie route.
They allow Boyce to fucking intervene before it turned into this fucking Rob Zombie I spit on your grave rape scene. I'm so sick of seeing it in fucking movies, especially in this particular movie where we understand that she's being taken advantage of by someone in a position of power. We don't need to see the rape
we don't need to see it
to fulfill that. Thank you for not making me sit through that.
The implication of it is enough.
Oh yeah, it was definitely heavily fucking applied, and he was about to get down to business when Boyce came and put that fucking gun on back of his head.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Not to question anyone in the movie's judgment, but would you not have shot that fucking ant right away?
I'm shooting the ant. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, she looks like a fucking Babette.
There's no way. There's no reason. You hear her fucking groaning.
Yeah, no, there's nothing good that comes.
There's like no.
You don't come back from that.
And she said that they took her to the fucking church and they did something to her, and then they released her, and now she's sick. Like, no, she's not sick.
She's
Have you
not
seen
sick. Yeah,
this bitch?
she's dead and came back.
Yeah.
She died, and the rest of her just ain't caught up yet.
Jesus Christ! Yeah, kill the ant. I'm sorry,
dude. No, there's no way I'm killing. I'm not sure.
Well, we've had this conversation on zombie podcast and shit we've done in prior times. If I'm turning into a zombie, I totally get. You better kill me. If I know I'm bit, or if I know I'm turning into a zombie, kill me.
Yeah.
Don't let me be a fucking zombie. Kill me. I'm okay with that. I made my peace. I know where I'm going.
Right?
I'm cool.
Now, one cool thing about this one too is though they're not. Are they zombies?
Yes, because the ones
they're not infectious.
The one who was not a zombie was hang on. Was it Waffner? What was the
Waffner? Yeah.
Yeah, Waffner. Okay, Waffner. I don't believe was a zombie because he didn't fucking die.
Yeah.
He was infected. But if you're looking from zombie from the technical standpoint of a zombie,
yeah, Chase was a zombie.
Chase was a zombie. He died, and they brought him back using the serum. But like you said, they're not infectious. They can't infect other people.
Not only is he not infectious, but he's cognizant. He knows where he's at. He knows what he's doing.
He was losing that, though.
Yeah.
He slowly started losing that, which is another thing that I applaud everybody who did this fucking movie for, is the scene where he jerked his head back and snapped his fucking neck and the bones are going out.
Yeah.
That was not CGI.
Really?
That was animatronics and old school puppetry.
That's legit.
That is the type of shit that I want to see in fucking movies.
Because good on you guys, man. That's fucking awesome.
I said it whenever I was watching the movie. I was like, oh my God, that looked fucking ridiculous. Oh shit, that looks real. Like, it didn't look CGI at all, which is what made me actually go start reading into it. A lot of the effects in this were not CGI.
I like that.
The majority of the effects in this were old school, gritty, down to fucking, bare knuckle fucking bullshit. Practical effects, completely. Yep. And I love that.
Which is something we've been preaching for since we started this fucking podcast.
Yes, there's a time and a place for CGI.
Yeah.
There is. Absolutely.
Like Megalodons.
Yes, I get it. You need to use fucking CGI. I kind of understand that. But in certain things like this, I like that gritty look and that
flying
feel
sharks.
to it. Flying sharks. You need CGI to go back in time.
This is Sharknado 6 as time travel.
Sharknado 6 is time travel, guys. If you didn't know. If you didn't know that you can go back in time and fight the first Sharknado ever and maybe stop all the other ones from happening, that's a fucking thing. But they did that because they wanted the reactions from the cast and crew as they were fucking filming.
Oh, that's crazy.
Which
it worked.
leads so much better to
you can
character
see the
portrayal.
esophagus and everything in there.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh,
it was fucking
rough.
It was fucking gruesome, but I loved it.
Oh, it was
fucking
fantastic.
loved
Yeah.
it. Dude,
Well, you know me, I'm a gorehound. I love that shit.
and animatronics and old school puppeteering. That's
Yeah.
how they fucking did that. That was
Good on
amazing.
y'all.
That's great, guys.
Now,
this is
I'd
such an underappreciated movie.
Was Wafner's effects CGI, I wonder, or was that practical combined?
It's probably practical combined. They did use CGI. I'm not saying they used no CGI or anything, but they relied a lot more on practical effects.
Because that was a grody looking fucking wound too, man. Just half his fucking face missing. That was that was like Two-Face.
Well, if you notice in some of the scenes of the movie where where they're talking back and forth, his wounds look differently whenever he's a background character, when he's not the main focus. Yeah. His wounds had a different look to it. So I think that was the practical effects that they had, the prosthetics, and then
when you got up close,
when they got close, they did a little bit of CGI into it.
Yeah. One other point too that I got out of this movie. He's a Louisiana boy.
Yeah, you caught that, right?
Yeah, his mom was from Haiti, so she spoke Cajun French, which in case I'm sure there's
that's the difference in where and we.
Yeah,
that's what that is.
Yeah, a lot of people that listen to us, a lot of people that listen to us aren't from Louisiana. Down here, a lot of people speak what's called Cajun French. It's a variation of French.
It's similar to Parisian French, but there's it's a different dialect. It's like the difference in Puerto Rico Spanish and Mexican Spanish.
Yep, or Spain Spanish.
Or Spain Spanish. It's just a different dialect. It's a different dialect where there's some little...
But it's close enough that I can remember being young, and my grandfather in Vietnam spoke Parisian French.
Yeah.
And him and my grandfather from here can communicate with each other.
Well, my dad's first language was actually Cajun French.
Yeah, my grandfather too, yeah.
And he can speak Parisian French and enough to understand somebody who speaks strictly Parisian French. Yeah. And they can understand each other without an issue.
But I thought it was cool.
I thought it was a cool little shout out though that they threw that in there, that it was, your French sounds different. And it's like, oh, well, it's Cajun French. I was
my mom's she was from Haiti, and I love that. Yeah, she's from Louisiana. You ever heard of it? No, it's hot.
It's hot. Guys, it is fucking hot down here. You know what he did not say? It's fucking humid. It is so goddamn humid down here.
For example, today it was so freaking hot. God, today was hot.
So hot. And look, I've been in heat all over. Look, there's some fucking heat all over the fucking place. When you go to Nevada, and it's fucking boiling hot, but it's a dry heat. You come down here, it's that wet, sticky, fucking nasty heat where all your clothes are sticking to your fucking body because you're sweating and the humidity's just there, and it's like a gallon of water in the air. It's great.
Yep. Okay, so one negative I have from this movie.
One negative, really.
Yeah.
I was looking for something to shit on of this movie, and it was so
You
hard
do
to
a recon
find.
of this church.
Yes.
You find this serum.
Yes.
And you stick this random ass fucking needle in your pocket.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck that noise, dog. I'm finding something else to keep that shit in.
I thought the same thing whenever he grabbed this. Like, no, you need something to fucking to cover the needle, dude. Because all it takes is for you to get into a fight with somebody and following that bitch.
He's stuck in a cargo pocket. That's a lot of movement in there.
Is this fentanyl? What is this? You don't fucking no. Don't anybody put a random needle in your vein ever.
Yeah,
ever.
No.
You don't need to put it in your pocket.
Fucking big ass injection of Thorazine go down like Michael Myers.
Yeah, that was a fucking turkey baster, son. I don't know what the hell that. No, but then his buddy gets fucking shot by the wannabe Jason Voorhees, Sackhead Jason. Shout out.
Yeah.
After they beat the living brakes off of this fucking dude, Ford was like fucking gangster in there.
Just getting it.
But that's when Bryce's character development, for all you people on Rotten Tomatoes say there's no character development, you cannot tell me that Ford beating the shit out of that guy and Boyce standing up and trying to stop him is not some form of character development. You can't tell me that with a straight face. If you can, you shouldn't be rating fucking movies because that is clear character development. He leaves and goes down and talks to Chloe, and they kind of have their little moment, which I'm glad that they didn't overplay the romance in this movie.
Yeah, they didn't.
I'm glad that they didn't do that because I was really waiting.
It was implied, but it didn't become a plot point.
It didn't become a plot point. I was really concerned. I was about to yell at my fucking TV at the end of the movie where they're in the fucking tent and he sees her off and she's tending to somebody else who got injured in the midst of all this shit, and he sees her. I was like, fuck, he's about to go over there and it's going to be a whole damn romantic ending and shit, and then they didn't. They didn't. I was like,
well, because it was realistic. They probably won't ever see each other again.
Probably
he's gonna get moved off to another squad, and they could continue with the invasion and all that.
And he'll just have this cool story of this one time this badass chick decided she was gonna join our fucking clique and go fuck some shit up, which she did.
So
there's something sexy with a woman holding a fucking assault rifle. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Which that was the first assault rifle. You done it right.
Yeah.
The Sternberger 44.
That was the first ones that were military made, because in World War I they didn't have.
No, it was all bolt actions. But America went to the M1 Garand, which was fed from 8-round clip inside the rifle. That was the first magazine-fed assault rifle.
All right.
Yeah. Hitler actually didn't even want them to make it. They made it in secret.
Fuck Hitler.
Yeah.
That's one negative. They should have had Hitler get bit by a fucking zombie in this movie.
Great. You're straight Inglorious Bastards.
The real reason he committed suicide.
Here's the thing too. They keep saying
No.
They keep saying this is an alternative history. You don't know. They were.
You don't really know.
They were studying all kinds of crazy shit. The Nazis.
You don't really know.
They were all into the occult. They were. What was your boy that was looking for fucking Atlantis?
Oh yeah,
they were looking for Atlantis. They were looking for the Holy Grail. They were looking for all this crazy shit.
Oh God, have you ever? The Nazis looking for the Holy Grail is probably the most interesting story I've read.
Yes,
and I've read
dumped a bunch of money looking into it too.
Yes, they did, and I've read about the Great Emu War. So
yeah.
The Nazis looking for the Holy Grail was fucking amazing. These people they were crazy. Like they were literally going for anything they could. They were crazy people.
Yeah,
Todd.
Yeah, Todd, that's you.
But you don't know. Maybe they were. Then look, it's not like this would be the first time that we've ever had a story about military, even Nazis or Russians or any kind of military standoff that we've had where they've tried to do some kind of experimenting with somebody. Look at fucking Captain America.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, here's my thing too.
That's a common point that a lot of people
what sounds more outlandish, right? That the Germans had developed a super soldier serum. That brought somebody back from the brink of death. Because we can't really say he was dead. You don't know.
You can't say he was dead. He DRD, so, dead right there.
Yeah. Brought him back from the brink of death and gave him superhuman strength.
Yeah.
Okay, that story. That sounds kind of outlandish. Or that the Japanese pissed us off when we unleashed the fucking sun.
We did. We unleashed the sun twice. Hiroshima and in Nagasaki.
Which sounds crazier there?
Well, I mean, I guess you're fucking right. We did just drop a bunch of fucking... We're sorry, guys. I don't know if we have any viewers over there, but that's a long overdue history. Right? Sorry, guys. Shit happens.
They kind of... Nah. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Casualties of war. I mean, shit happens. Don't nuke us. We're sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, they're going back into that fucking into that church. Fuck that M1 Garand. I'm taking one of those Sternberger fucking 44s.
Yeah, that's why I said that too. I was like, why aren't you killing all these motherfuckers?
Oh, this is Sternberger.
You're killing all these motherfuckers. Steal their weapons. Don't you play Call of Duty?
Yes. Well, I'm just saying M1 Garand is pretty heavy and pretty fucking long. That's pretty hard to clear a building with. Give me one of those magazine-fed bitches. And now don't get me wrong. Ford had that. I'll take. Ford had that freaking the Thompson.
Can we get past the fact that their whole point is to go and take down this fucking radio tower and shit? So they got to get to around the area tower and they got to lay all their fucking bombs and all this shit and try to get all the crap coordinated so they can take down the tower. And Boyce accidentally
ends up in there.
Accidentally got inside this fucking facility.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
Back to the other guy. I'm sorry to go back, guys, but let's just lay this ground. I'm pretty sure we made this ground rule already, but when your buddy dies and then sits up and crushes a fucking metal canteen, you just start shooting.
Shoot that motherfucker. Something's wrong.
You don't wait for him to come after you. You just start shooting.
Something is terribly wrong, guys. He had a center mass shot clean through his fucking heart.
Yeah.
And they're sitting down there and of course, look, I want you to do that for me. If I'm dying, just give me that piece right before I die. Is it bad? No, you're going to be fine. Yeah. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. I'm about to bleed out and fall asleep anyway. Just let me have that last little inner piece. I'm cool with that. But don't bring me back with a super serum. I'm good. I'm dead. I'm gone. I'm going to watch after you in the afterlife. I got you, homie. I'm going to go make some passes by St. Lawrence and be like, hey, that's my buddy Jay down there. You need to help him out. St. Lawrence is a patron saint of comedians.
Yes, he is. His story is fantastic.
His story is amazing. Go look up St. Lawrence, patron saint of comedians.
Watch his final words.
Yeah, his final words are fucking amazing. Yeah. He's one of the reasons why I love that guy. It's fucking amazing. The zombies in this movie, if we call them zombies, because technically they.
Can we call that one Weapon X? He looked just like Ryan Reynolds in Wolverine Origins.
Your boy with the fucking broken arm.
With the forearm? With the forearm bone sticking out?
With his forearm. Dude, that was fucking fantastic.
It was good.
God, it was fantastic.
It was good. And that herky-jerky.
Yeah. It was like where you don't have full control of your body, and it's just like your body's trying to maneuver itself in any way it fucking can.
Here's my thing, too, bitching about that scene. She puts 3 rounds in this dude.
Yeah.
And shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
And he falls, and he's still moving.
And she just walks the fuck away. I know. I said the same thing.
Who walks from that?
You don't walk away from that.
I done left a brown streak down the hallway.
Dude, fuck that. You stomp on that motherfucker's head till there's nothing left.
Because if he's there, there's more.
Yeah. Get the fuck away.
That.
Beat the fuck out of him. Take off running. Do something. She's looking behind her and shit. Like, oh, is he back there? Oh, fuck. There he is. Let me go. Yep. No. Get the fuck out.
Back to the effects, too. The effects on him, that was fucking good.
Dude,
the chick with no body, where it's just the head and the spinal column.
Talking, yeah.
That was freaking legit.
And again, you look at that like how, of course, that's going to be embellished somewhat, but how fucked up were these experiments really getting?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's some fucked up shit that we don't know about.
Yeah, but these are the people who would take twins and put them in separate rooms and torture one to see if the other one felt it.
See if the other one felt it, if there was some kind of connection between the twins. I remember reading about that.
They would take someone with brown eyes and they would inject blue dye into their eyes to see if they could turn their eyes blue.
Yeah, these motherfuckers were evil. This was evil incarnate, dude.
Yes.
Just
These are some sick fucks. You think they would be afraid to kind of test on some shit like that?
I don't think so at all. I don't think it's that far-fetched as anybody would think.
No, and don't get me wrong. I don't think they succeeded as far as this movie says.
Oh, no, absolutely
But I wouldn't even bat an eye to think that they tried.
Oh, no. But some of the shit that they've done was pretty far fucking fetched. Like, Hitler's probably not even dead. He's sitting over there with the Loch Ness Monster.
In Argentina.
There you go.
Yep. You ever seen Finding Hitler?
No,
I want to turn you on to that.
Finding Hitler, Jesus Christ.
That dude made it to Argentina.
He may have. I think we have a better chance of finding Tupac. Tupac, if you're alive, please come out. You have no idea what's going on at rap nowadays. Jesus Christ.
Save us all.
Save us
Please
all.
Save us.
Oh, my God.
So, rating.
Rating-wise, I'm going to go high on this one. I fell in love with this movie. This is the first time I watched this movie was for this fucking podcast.
This is on the threshold of a Trapped on an Island for me.
Yeah, it's close.
It's on the threshold.
It's close. I'm actually going to give
I finally found a review we can say threshold.
You've been holding back that word? You've been waiting for
threshold, yeah.
Cool. I got some words I'm going to use, too.
Yeah.
I'm just holding them back. Whenever I have an opportunity to talk about perineum sunning. I'm actually giving this movie a 47, dude.
That's like that. I was going 47 as well.
Really?
I was dancing between 47 and 46, but
yeah, I was too. But I didn't want to lowball it because I honestly, there's really nothing I could take away from this movie. I don't understand what people are bitching about.
It could have been longer, even.
Dude, I was so encapsulated with this movie that I stopped taking. I didn't even take notes. Like I started and this shit hit the fan right out the fucking. I'm like, they're throwing out an airplane.
Yeah. The only note I didn't talk about was I made a note about the hemorrhaging effects on Ford after he took the serum. Where his eyes and shit were hemorrhaging and the blood's running down. That shit looked legit as fuck.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. Or when he got hung on that fucking hook.
That was some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit.
Yeah. Well, the Punisher did the same thing, didn't he?
No, he strung him up. He strung him upside down by his feet.
Okay. For some reason, I remember that from
the popsicle on his
neck. Yeah. I don't know why. I forgot what movie. There was another movie where somebody got hung on a hook. That was one of those like, oh my God. Yeah. There's another movie. I can't remember. Guys, if y'all remember, put it in the comments.
Is that movie with...
You got the hook put in his shoulder.
Is it See No Evil?
No, I don't think. I don't know. But either way, it was a badass effect and it looked good.
It really was.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm giving it 47. He's giving it a 47. We're tied on this one, guys. We rarely enough that we agree on this shit.
This one I agree on.
Yeah.
I fell in love with this movie. I really did.
Yep. And it was one I had watched before, and I'd been telling him to watch, and it kind of slipped on the radar.
It's one of those slipped under the radar. Apparently, a lot of people haven't watched this movie or seen this movie, and the ones that did, I'm not understanding why you are harping on it so much. Like, I don't get how you hating on this damn movie that much.
I know. It's insane to me as well. So this week, guys, we're going to be getting back to our Franchise Fridays. What we're going to do is, being we missed a week and we're in the middle of Halloween franchise, we kind of spaced them where we have them for a reason. So what we're going to do is we're going to skip Halloween 3, means Michael Myers isn't in it. and we'll catch that one later on.
We'll catch it after the fucking franchise because we do have a set situating going on. I'm very much looking forward to what is it, September 13th?
No, November.
November 13th. Thank you.
Yeah, November 13th. It's a Friday.
Friday the 13th.
So that's why we're kind of spacing them apart. The way we originally had them spaced, guys, it was gonna fall to where we would have the last Friday of this franchise would have been when Halloween Kills came out.
Yeah, and of course that got pushed back.
That got pushed back a year, so
shit.
that's be when we do Halloween 2018. And then, but that's going to put us in time. I forgot which franchise we're doing next, but it's a short one.
I think it's Paranormal Activity.
Something like that.
It's one of them. It's like a four saga.
Yeah.
It's not much.
And then we start Friday the 13th on November the 13th.
On November, Friday the 13th.
So, all right, guys.
Looking forward to it.
Y'all got our, that's our scores for it. Remember, if y'all want to send us any emails, it's be on CajunHorrorFans@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Find us everywhere. YouTube,
Everywhere.
iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Pandora, Google Podcasts, TuneIn Radio, and Spotify, and possibly soon iHeartRadio. Waiting to hear back from them.
Yeah, we hope so. But literally anywhere you guys listen to podcasts, we're there.
That's it. Make sure y'all subscribe, give us some thumbs up, give us some likes, follows. Please comment below. Drop comments where you can, and we are out of here.
Bye, guys.